Hi there, welcome to today's episode. I'm Erin McGuire. So today is all about investing in yourself. Okay, so this is a topic that I myself have struggled with in the past and that I feel like a lot of women have a hard time with. And it's that concept of spending money on yourself. So often I think women are okay spending money on, clothes, or some women are. Some women literally will not spend money on anything for themselves. But I think more often people are a little bit more apt to spend money on clothes or maybe getting their nails done, hair done, that kind of thing. But when it comes to investing in their mental and emotional health or their physical health, sometimes a lot of people have a hard time doing that. So we actually do a retreat as part of our yoga teacher training that we do. And a lot of the women that took it, one of the years, I can't remember which year it was, they said they were glad that it was part of the program because they never would have signed up for it otherwise. Because they felt guilty, like that money should be going towards their family. And yet, they also said that after that retreat, they felt so filled up because they had taken a whole weekend just to themselves. And they went back to their family with that cup overflowing and were able to be really present and really give to their family. So I want you to think about that for a moment. If there's something maybe that you've been thinking about doing, whether it's going on a retreat, investing in yoga classes at a yoga studio or a workout studio, or maybe it's some type of coaching program, or seeing a counselor or a coach. All of these things, right? Have you been trying to talk yourself out of it? Like, I shouldn't spend that money. That's like the biggest excuse, right? Well, I shouldn't spend the money. That's a chunk of money. I could spend all of that money doing this, right? But what's the reality here? We don't put the money into what we want to do, and we think we could use it for something else, but we end up spending it probably on bills or on stuff that we don't really need, maybe. Or saving it. And trust me, I am a huge proponent of saving and investing your money. But what's going to happen when you retire or when you save that money for a rainy day in the future and you're not happy within? Or how many years are you going to let go by without fulfilling the heart's calling, without feeling good about yourself, good about your life, good about your body? Okay, so this is a short kind of clip, or I'm going to try to make it short. Excuse me. One moment. By the way, you have to check out these really adorable mugs. That's a little cat breaking out of something. I just love them. Anyway, that was a side note. If you don't know me, you now know. I love cats. I'm obsessed with cats. We don't currently have one because we had to put both of our pets down last year, and that was very, very difficult for my partner William and I. And so it's his idea to wait a full year, since both of our pets died, before we get a new one. I'm not okay with that, and I'm really working hard on getting a new pet because being at home without a pet is really sad. Okay, so that was a total segue, my goodness. But investing in yourself might look like getting a pet, right? It might look like getting a pet, because pets are not cheap. And so let me be clear too, when I say investing in yourself, that it doesn't always have to mean money. But that is kind of what I'm talking about today, because let me give you myself as an example. Let me give you an example of myself. That sentence doesn't make any sense. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So years and years, I've had a business for many, many years. And every year when I started, I kept saying, I'm going to hire somebody to help me with different things. I'm going to hire somebody. And eventually, like, I'd end up firing the person, not firing, but it would just kind of like end, and I wouldn't really push it. Because I'm like, well, I could be doing those things myself. I've got time in my day. I can make, you know, these posts. I can upload my videos to YouTube. I can get my podcast going, all these kinds of things, right? But when it came down to it, this year, so 2019, it's now 2020, but for my birthday in 2019, I said I want two things. I want a trip to Europe, and I want to hire an assistant. And I told myself when I hire the assistant this year, and it's part-time, it's not full-time, when I hire the assistant, that I'm not going to let the old excuse come up. I'll do whatever I can in my power to make sure that we keep this going every month, forever. Forever and ever and ever, as long as I have business. Because there's so many things that I need to do in my business now as it grows, and I can't do them all. That's unrealistic. So, I'm struggling today with my voice. So when I did that, when I hired this person, I felt this huge weight lifted off of me. At the same time, I can only say that it felt like the deepest level of self-love maybe that I'd ever given myself. That I had made this commitment, that I was going to make this work no matter what. And that this was me giving self-love to myself. So whatever that thing is that you're wanting, you know, and I've invested in myself in programs over the years, but for so long, I would, you know, just put it off, right? I would just say, oh, I'll learn this on my own, or I'll do this instead, or I'll just save my money and try to work it out. And it's like, no, it doesn't work that way, right? And that every time I have invested in myself, be it an online program, a coaching or mentoring partnership, hiring people to help me in my business, it's felt like me giving a gift to myself. And every time it's felt like, I deserve this. I am worthy of this. I am enough. One more story to sum this up. It might be, maybe it's a car. So for many years, when I lived in Los Angeles, I drove around an old Honda del Sol. It was like from 1990 or something. And it was a really cute car, but it broke down everywhere. And I mean, on the side of the road, it would just overheat. I'd have to pull over. I always had to carry water in my car. And sometimes I had to pull over in like really sketchy parts of Los Angeles. And, you know, alone on the side of the road. Like, it wasn't safe. And I was extremely broke at that time, so there wasn't a lot of options. But I told myself, I can't keep living like this, right? And so I went to a car dealership, the Honda car dealership near my home at the time, and I just walked in and I just was gonna look. Well, you know, car salesmen, they're very good at what they do. And he actually talked me into doing a Honda, not a Civic, but a, oh my gosh, I can't think of it. But anyway, it's smaller. A Honda Fit. And he got me a really good payment. I mean, I basically walked in there with zero good credit. I had kind of messed up my credit at that time. I didn't have any money. And I had a down payment. I somehow had saved a little bit of money. So I think I had like $1,500 or something. And that's it. That's all I had. I didn't have like a steady income at that time. I was very stubborn in that I was going to keep doing what I was doing for work, which was private yoga and coaching, kind of going all over Los Angeles. So I didn't have steady income. And he somehow, by the grace of the universe, I drove off that parking lot with a brand new car and left my Honda del Sol behind. And I just remember crying Like, I was driving up the coast, because I was living in California at the time, driving up the coast of Malibu, you know, with my brand new car, and just bawling my eyes out, because it's like, I deserve this. I am enough to have a brand new car. And not that that's what it's all about, you know, like having brand new cars or all this stuff, right? But it's a feeling from within. It's a visceral belief that you're enough, that you're deserving, that you're worth investing in. And so many of us have told ourselves the lie that we're not enough for so long. We believe it now, and we don't think we're worth investing in. We don't think we're worth spending money on. Everybody else is, but not us. So I just want to ask you, why? And to stop. Stop saying that. Stop thinking you're not enough to invest in, and allow yourself to have something that's going to give you a return on your money. So there's spending money. You know, when I got the car, that was probably spending money, right? And yet it gave me a huge sense of self and worthiness by doing that. It was like an energetic shift. So maybe we could say that that was an investment as well. And by the way, I never had an issue paying that car payment. The money was always there. It just took care of itself. And I'm not kidding you, I literally had no money before that. It was pretty miraculous. What else do I want to say about this? I said this would be short, and we're still going. But in investment, so there's spending money and there's investing. Investing in yourself is not spending money, because we're looking for an ROI, a return on investment. So when you join a program, like my Empowered Women program, for instance, it's a 12-week program for women. It helps you get empowered. We talk about things like this and so much more. Confidence, just tapping into your inner power, achieving your goals, letting go of the old dynamic, the old story, the old program. Excuse me. I don't think I'm going through any puberty right now, but sometimes it's starting to sound that way. When you invest in something like that, you're getting a return on that, because you're getting more confidence, you're getting empowered. But people look at that and they go, I don't want to spend that money on myself, because I could put this in all these different places, right? So just think about the return on investment that you can get. And I'd like you to comment below, what is that thing you're going to invest in? Are you going to decide you're worth spending money on? You're worth taking that program, going to the workshop, going to the retreat, taking that trip. Whatever it is for you, we'd love to hear about it. And if you want more information about my Empowered Women program, we start soon. So the information is below this video. I'd love to have you join me to really rise into your greatness. Live a life that feels good, empowered, joyful, more confident, setting boundaries with people, getting rid of toxic behaviors, rewiring your brain for joy and happiness and abundance. Then that's the program for you, okay? So let me know in the comments below what that thing is you're going to invest in. And don't forget to hit the bell if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel so you always get the latest. We come out with videos every Tuesday. Thank you for watching.